Do you think that this intention by INEC to increase polling units is a deliberate attempt to rig the elections?
At this point in time, that will be the message that is being sent to political parties.
Even though INEC has denied that.
Now that's why it is good that the INEC chairman has quickly cleared it. And then let us maintain it like that it won't happen. And besides, the Electoral Act that will have helped in instituting this kind of issues have not even been passed into law. And what time do they have? Have they completely, arranged how the election will take place? We're having problems as regard to the sequence of election. We're having problems as regard to even voters not collecting their PVCs and all of those ones. We're having problems as regard to how information and voters will be educated and how the way voters will carry out their voting rights. These are issues on the ground. And we are less than how many months now from elections?
But when they said that 7,500 because...
75,000.
7,500?
75,000.
Is it 75 or 7,005?
75,000.
I thought they said it was 7,500 voters.
7,500.
Yeah, so that you can then have, maybe voting points or polling unit.
Yeah.
But if INEC exercise that, what are they supposed to do at this point if those agitations are stronger? Because some of the questions raised was, if it goes through the RECs and it gets to INEC, what should they do to those kinds of requests at this stage? At
this stage, it's wrong. Run away from trouble that will make the election presumed to be rigged and create a lot of shadows on your own integrity as a chairman of INEC. You have to run away from it, especially now. Why is the issue now brought up now? That is the question. People would definitely rise up against it.
Well, do you think that people are wrong if the INEC is saying that these requests are coming directly from the people?
No, there are genuine requests.
Is INEC wrong in trying to accommodate those places where there's genuine concern for establishment of polling units? Do you think that the people will have to maybe live with what the status quo is now, i.e. have to travel perhaps to long distances before they get, before they can vote?
I'll give you an example. INEC just finished conducting an election in Anambra. Are we trying to say that probably there were no delineation issues in Anambra? But it didn't come up. There was no argument whatsoever. There was not even a candidate who went to court to challenge even the elections. That makes it a peaceful arrangement. People believe in it and it was okay, even though there were problems. But if you say now that this is what you want to do, even if there are genuine concerns, which I know there are, like for example in Gwarimpa, it's a large populated area in Abuja, very large. But yet they have 1 or 2 polling stations which cannot accommodate everybody. If you genuinely want to do it now, it will create a lot of problems, I can assure you. And so you run away from things that will give you problems, then concentrate on what is established and make it work. So then immediately after the election, for the purpose of the next election, you can now bring out the issue of delineation because now people have faith that you are doing it in good faith.
If we could explore a little further, because now that they're still considering amending the Electoral Act to see what can happen, how do we continue enhancing our elections such that it gets better. You're suggesting a different body comes through for electoral offenses.
Yes.
One wonders, because now that even the country is saying, look, we need to see how we could streamline and not expend resources that isn't there on duplicating responsibilities, which some will clearly say, no, if you set up a separate body, that is where exactly it will go. So should we be looking at having a separate body or strengthening the legal process such that even those cases that are standing or those cases that are even in court will be fast-tracked?
Look, even INEC itself will agree with me on the issue. Yes, they do.
Why? Is INEC overwhelmed?
It's very obvious. You can see that, yeah, because there's so much work for them. So much work for them. Now, you are only seeing the efficiency of INEC at the moment now because of the enormity of the work that they are doing, because they are concentrating all of their resources in probably in one state. We're talking about an election that is going to take place with almost 109 senates, 306 senate, we're talking about state assemblies, we're talking about the presidency and governorship elections, which is already, the situation, the politics is already heated, coming from the communal clashes and interest group who have already created this particular situation that the election may not be free and fair. So the electoral umpire had a lot of say to do and action that will keep this country alive and united. And through that electoral process, if it's not done clinically well, there may be problems. And we don't want problems to happen. So that is why you must run away from the issues that will create problems for you. I'm sure that INEC is overwhelmed with a lot of work at the moment now.
All right. I know that you threw your hat into the ring yesterday.
Yes.
You want to get to the villa.
Yes.
But you know, parties, really, ruling parties will always say there's no vacancy in those places.
Yes.
That you want to come
They created the vacancy. The vacancy has been created.
What makes you think you have a chance?
I believe in the will of the Nigerian people. The Nigerian people have been trampled upon for a very long time. And I give you an example. Since 1993, after the June 12th election, that was the beginning of our democratic problems. That was the beginning. We had an election that people believed in. Everybody came out and voted for the candidate of their choice. And then we voted MKO Abiola at that time. Then somewhere, from nowhere, single-handedly by one man, annulled that particular election. And people started losing faith. Because if you come out to vote for a candidate of your own choice, and the end result is that you see that particular candidate mandate is not being actualized, you lose faith in the system.
How will you restore hope?
Oh, first of all, you must listen to the people. You must listen to the people. What we have is that governments who are interested in what they believe as people in power, and they don't listen to the yearnings and the requests of the Nigerian people. Governance have left the people of Nigeria for too long. For too long. And that was the reason why then Nigerians rise up in arms against the country when that particular election was annulled. And what happened next? The next batch was the Niger Delta Volunteer People's Force, who took up arms against the country, saying that yes, we are the ones that are generating money for this country, and yet we are left fallow and we are not comfortable and all. Up till today, our people in the Niger Delta are still living on top of water, touch bodies, houses and all. You can't imagine. It's unbelievable, it's appalling. And the other day I saw a member of the reps creating a ramshackle toilet for our own people. And this is where the bulk of the Nigerians' resources come from. It's treasonable against the people. Then what happened again? The next, our Southeast people took up the arm. Yes, we've been marginalized. It's unfair. While other states are having, other parts of this country are having 6 states, some are having 7, we are having 5. Does it mean that we are not part of Nigeria? And they have been speaking. Nobody is listening. Mossop took up the issue, then IPOP actually kind of amplified it. Then now we have the Boko Haramis, who said, yes, our corrupt ways are unacceptable to them. And it's because of neglect. Nobody was looking. Wait, yes, they said corrupt, that Western education enhances corruption.